Many ideas begin with excitement. You think about something you want to accomplish. You imagine the result. You even plan the steps you will take. But without a clear time frame, those plans often remain unfinished. Days pass. Weeks pass. And the task quietly moves further into the future. This is where deadlines become important. A deadline is more than a date on a calendar. It is a commitment to completing something within a specific period of time. Deadlines give structure to effort. Without them, tasks can stretch endlessly. With them, actions become focused and intentional. In many areas of life, education, work, business, and personal development, deadlines help transform ideas into completed work. They encourage progress, maintain momentum, and help us organize our time more effectively. In this video, we will explore 4 important ideas about setting deadlines and how they can help turn plans into consistent progress. One of the most powerful effects of deadlines is that they create urgency. When a task has no clear time limit, the mind often treats it as something that can always be done later. There is no immediate pressure to act. As a result, attention shifts to other activities that appear more urgent. However, when a deadline is attached to a task, something changes. The brain recognizes that time is limited. Instead of seeing the task as something abstract or distant, it becomes something that requires attention now. Psychologist Cyril Northcote Parkinson is known for describing what is often called Parkinson's law, which suggests that work tends to expand to fill the time available for its completion. In simple terms, if a task is given a week, it may take a week. If it is given a day, it may be completed in a day. Deadlines help prevent work from stretching indefinitely. They encourage efficiency by focusing energy within a defined period. When time becomes visible, effort becomes more concentrated. Another reason deadlines are important is that they help convert intention into action. Many goals begin as good intentions. You might plan to read more, start a project, learn a new skill, or complete an assignment. But intentions alone do not always lead to action. Without a clear deadline, the task remains optional. It becomes something you will eventually do. The problem with eventually is that it rarely appears on a calendar. Deadlines create a bridge between thinking and doing. When you assign a specific date or time for completion, the task becomes real. You begin organizing your schedule around it. You think about the steps needed to complete it, and gradually, preparation turns into action. Deadlines transform vague plans into structured commitments. They give your goals a place within your daily routine. While deadlines are powerful, they work best when they are realistic. If a deadline is too short, it can create unnecessary pressure. Instead of encouraging focus, it may lead to stress or rushed work. On the other hand, if a deadline is too far away, the sense of urgency disappears. The task once again feels distant. Finding the right balance is important. A good deadline provides enough time to complete the work thoughtfully, while still maintaining a sense of progress. It also helps to break larger deadlines into smaller checkpoints. For example, instead of one distant final deadline, you might set smaller milestones along the way. These smaller deadlines create steady movement and make large projects feel more manageable. This approach also improves quality. When progress happens step by step, there is time to review, refine, and improve the work before completion. Over time, setting and respecting deadlines builds an important habit: discipline. Discipline does not mean forcing yourself to work constantly. Rather, it means developing a consistent relationship with your commitments. When you set a deadline and follow through, you strengthen trust in your own ability to complete what you begin. Each completed task becomes evidence that your plans can become reality. This sense of reliability builds confidence. You begin to see yourself as someone who not only sets goals, but also carries them through to completion. Deadlines therefore become more than scheduling tools. They become part of a system that supports personal growth and responsibility. With practice, meeting deadlines becomes less about pressure and more about rhythm. You learn how to pace your effort, organize your time, and finish your work with intention. Many ideas remain unfinished not because they lack value, but because they lack a clear time frame. Deadlines give direction to effort. They create urgency, turn intentions into action, guide realistic planning, and help build consistency over time. When used thoughtfully, Deadlines do not restrict creativity or freedom. Instead, they provide the structure that allows meaningful work to reach completion. And often, the difference between a plan and an accomplishment is simply a decision about when it will be done.